Welcome back, everybody. Being financially fit depends on so many factors, including living below your means. Joining us today in studio to talk all about that is Tony Rasmussen with Mountain America Credit Union. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks for letting me be here.
So happy to see you. So let's first talk about what are some of the benefits of being frugal?
Yeah, it almost seems counterintuitive, right? So people would say, well, if I can afford the BMW, why would I settle for the Buick? But living beneath our means is a lot like budgeting, except that many people who successfully live within a budget don't necessarily do that. We can still spend every penny that we make. So this is making a conscious decision to live well below your means. So for example, if I made $50,000, I would choose to live on $45,000. If I made $80,000 a year, I would choose to live on $75,000 or even $70,000, and I would then divert that money that I would have spent towards saving and investing so that I could generate more income later.
So this is just like budgeting. It's pretty simple and cut and dry. Let's talk about how this could have such a positive effect on families and especially on children, kind of from that broader perspective.
Yes, so children are incredibly perceptive. They pick up on a lot of things, especially what we do, even sometimes more than what we say. And so we see that children that come from homes that aren't financially stressed or stretched, I should say, actually have a lower likelihood of placing happiness or their self-esteem on material things. So actually doing without some of those things can actually be very positive for young children. So we're thinking about creating memories instead of buying material things, if you will. Which
is so good for those kids as they're going forward in their own endeavors. Let's talk about how living this way increase or decreases stress. I'm pretty sure I know your answer, but share with us kind of how this really helps with your overall life.
Yeah, so overall we find that people actually have a decrease of stress because with this buffer, if you will, they're able to actually recover very quickly from unplanned things. And so that financial freedom, I know that means different things to different people, but having that cushion really comes in helpful for people. You know, as we look at what we could be doing with our money, always making sure that our purchases are aligned with our values is very important. You know, during this pandemic when people have been at home, we've had a lot of people say to us, you know what, I realized that I was spending money on a lot of things that I really didn't need. And then we've had other people come in and say, you know what, I put the O in online spending. And so those types of things are interesting for us to consider as we look at the way we handle money.
Okay, I hope my husband's not watching because that O in online shopping really resonates with him when it comes to me. Let's talk about Mountain America Credit Union. You are helping people smartly invest and save and really teaching on a daily basis of how to use their money wisely.
Yes, so we have a couple of things that are just great. We're offering to the community at no charge personal one-on-one financial coaching, so you can visit us at macu.com and schedule an appointment to do that. We would love to hear from you. You know, as we think about all the things we could do, there's a great Swedish proverb that comes to mind. It says simply, "He who buys what he does not need steals from himself." And as we think about putting money ahead for the rainy day that we know will come, not a matter of if but when, those types of things can be great. Also, the time in the market with wise investing can be very important as we look to generate income later or actually generate wealth.
I love it. So many great things. Tony, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Always important, but especially with the uncertain times we're dealing with, very, very important to make sure we are making wise decisions. If you want to learn more about Mountain America Credit Union, of course, you can go to our website, abc4.com, and we will link you up there. Thanks so much, Tony.
Thank you.
Coming up, swimming